time of your life. Live. So that in that good time,
I've had the time of my life.
no ugliness
But whoa.
or death for yourself or for any life your life touches.
Interesting.
Seek goodness everywhere. And when it is found, bring it out of its hiding place. Let it be.
I don't think it was this. I don't think it was choppy like this on the Xbox Series or PC. I wonder what's going on with this.
Place in matter and in flesh, the least of the values. For these are the
Yeah,
things
this
that
has some sort of caching issue.
and pass away. Discover and all
I mean, this is just a pre-rendered cinema. It's not like this is like a real-time
beyond corruption.
generated movie.
Encourage virtue and whatever.
Digital download? It's not like there's a disc with a
secrecy and sorrow.
skip in it or something. Maybe the original source was Betamax, who knows?
Despise evil and ungodly.
I keep hoping it's just gonna fix itself, but it
Not
doesn't seem like it.
of ungodliness or evil. Please understand. Ignore the obvious, for it is unworthy of the clear eye and kindly heart. Clear
Wow, the cinema didn't even complete. Well, a lot to look forward to here. Hi, everyone. This is audap. Well, this is like the 4th time we're looking at this game. This is Observer, although this is only the 2nd time we've looked at Observer System Redux. Yeah, I'm sure you're wondering if I just like really love this game. But I mean, I don't dislike it. But this is one of the games that is on every single platform. So it's on PC, it's on Switch, it's on Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series. So it's an interesting title that has managed to be ported to pretty much all of the current relevant platforms. Which is why it's a fascinating game to look at. Again, I actually like the game, but man, I didn't think I would ever play it this much. Okay, so we're not going to follow this advice that well because the game is really dark, and if we set it to the brightness that they're suggesting here, then we won't see a single damn thing. Okay, so let's take a look at our, let's show subtitles here. I'm sure I need to get that more sensitive. So all my ex-girlfriends tell me at least. Okay, so we're going to turn off chromatic aberration because that's a terrible effect. Now, here's where this game is different than the Xbox Series version. In the Xbox Series version, you have the ability to set it to 4K, but in this version, you have the ability to set ray tracing on. So each version has a different set of features. We're going to go ahead and turn on ray tracing, and let's, because that's sort of its maximum setting that you can have, whereas on the Xbox Series, 4K is the maximum setting you can have. Not that I don't like the music, but it's kind of loud. Okay, so, yeah, the intro, I don't know what happened. All that stuttering? Weird. The year is 2084. If they told me what the world would become...
The year is 2084.
Oh, that's right.
If they told me what the world would become, I would not have believed them. First, there was the nanophage, the disease of transition. A digital plague that swept across the land, killing thousands upon thousands of augmented souls. A heavy cost for meddling with our minds and bodies. Then came the war, the big one. The great decimation. The West killed the East killed the West. There were no winners. Except for Cairo. The corporation seized power and forged the Fifth Polish Republic, a crooked empire of blood and ash. There was no one left to oppose them. But still, we endured, and so it goes. The rich get richer as the poor rot away in their hovels, desperately looking for ways to escape reality. I am what they fear, a corporate tool of oppression. A despised leech that creeps into your dreams and feeds of your fears. If you don't remember, if you won't remember, that's when they call me. To access you, to gather evidence, to dredge up whatever's hiding in the darkest corners of your mind. My name is Daniel Lozalski. I'm an observer.
Mm-hmm.
Lazarski, you there? Come in, Lazarski. Lazarski, you there?
Oh.
Come in, Lazarski.
Ooh, that is dark.
I'm here.
You okay there? I've been hailing you for the past 5 minutes.
Wow, that is barely visible. Okay. Let's do that.
I'm fine. I must have dozed off.
No rest for the wicked. How's the dream eater treating you?
Well, I'm not a vegetable yet.
Could have fooled me.
Hardy hard.
I'm serious, Dan. Your signal's all over the place. Have you taken your meds?
Not yet.
Not in a while.
Do it now. I need you in good shape.
Mm-hmm. Press triangle, check your status and use synchronization. And then we will take the pill. So dark. That is unreasonably dark.
There you go. Looking better already.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, I've been working out.
Want me to mess up. When you see the headlines, another leech goes berserk.
Don't be like that. It's just...
Yeah.
You work for me yet?
What's this about? Just checking in, or you need me downtown?
Nah, just a checkup. No one left for you to interrogate.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yep, not pretty. The explosion leveled half a block. The place is still on fire. Corporate goons all over the place. Secure...
Oh, okay. That might be slightly too sensitive then.
Covering the area.
Covering their tracks, you mean?
Careful what you say. This is a monitored channel.
Who is this? How'd you get this frequency?
Don't you recognize me?
Adam?
Yes. Well, What's left of me. Dad.
What happened? Where have you been all this time?
Away from you. It's funny. Thought it would be easier to hear your voice after all these years. But it really isn't.
Come on, Adam, don't start.
I really thought I could pull it off, you know? I was so close to making a difference, to setting us all free. And now it's... can't be for nothing.
Doesn't matter. Tell me where you are. I'll come and get you.
Shit. Dad. For once in your life, just listen to me. Whatever happens, I need you to remember, you're not in control.
Adam, can you hear me? You still there? Adam. God damn it.
Dad? Dad?
Matriarch, display caller ID.
Displaying now.
Krabinsky. That's no.
Grabinski?
Matriarch, locate source of last call.
Triangulating coordinates.
Come on.
Location established. Tenement building. Class C district.
Jesus. Adam, the stacks. You just had to hit bottom, huh? Rock fucking bottom.
Yeah, this is an interesting game because resolution doesn't really mean as much. The game has a ton of post-processing. There's a lot of film grain. There's a lot of reflections and smoke. And in this case, we've turned on the. See, now it's like too bright. And in this case, we've turned on the ray trace reflections. So I am imagining that this game is not going to run at 60 frames with ray tracing on. I mean, unless there's some serious optimizations, but with it being on so many platforms, I kind of doubt it. It'll be interesting to see how different the visuals are. By the numbers, the PlayStation 5 is the slightly less powerful system, although it's really not by much. I mean, I think Microsoft makes a kind of a big deal out of it, and it ends up being, not much of anything. Generally, multi-platform games have been shown to run better or equal on the PlayStation 5, so it's a real curious thing. But they do have, they are overclocked, or at least Sony overclocked its GPU, and has a slightly faster read for storage, whereas there's more compute in the Xbox Series. So do they even out? Who knows?
Hey! Need to get out. Easy there, Tin Man. I'm not looking for trouble. Oh, tenant? Huh?
Nope.
I don't live in this dump, if that's what you're asking. State your business.
Police business.
I'm leading an investigation. KPD. State your business. One of your tenants is my business. Tenant. Name?
What was it? Grabinski?
Grabinsky. Leon Grabinsky. Tenant. Oh. Apartment 7. Ground floor. Through the courtyard. Turn right, turn left. Straight ahead, turn right. Yeah, I got it. Backwards and forwards. Thanks. Door open.
Oh, well, maybe I take that back. Maybe it does run at 60. I mean, that's pretty smooth. I wouldn't have expected this thing to run at 60 with ray tracing. That's interesting. Oh, and this features the haptic feedback, so I actually had a little resistance just as I pushed on the right trigger to open the door, and then once I pushed a little harder, then I could manipulate the door to open. So interesting.
Attention citizens. Curfew is now in effect in all Class C districts. Remain in your apartments and enjoy your chosen holographic content. Thank you for your cooperation.
Spinner. Well, it's just so dark.
They're here. They've come for us. Help me. You need
I mean, it's kind of dark, but I do notice that the HDR is a bit more aggressive. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see it on your end, but for my end, yeah, the brights are definitely more bright than they were on the Xbox Series, but the darks are definitely way more dark.
Oh my god.
Abnormal stress levels. Heart rate irregular. Administering mild sedative.
Dispatch, this is Lazowski, ID 656210. Can anyone hear me? Great. Fucking great. Okay then. Maybe it's not him. Doesn't have to be.
Operational efficiency restored.
This is Lazowski 656210, setting up a crime scene.
Okay, R1.
I need to check the victim's compass for connections. $6 million volts wasn't enough. HN. Gotta start somewhere. Victim is equipped with an ID mixer. Identification not possible. Damn it. ID check failed. Time of death about an hour ago, before he called me. Erratic cutting pattern, indicating the killer was in a frenzy. The head was removed post-mortem. It's possible the killer took it. Motive unclear.
Let's see, was there anything else? I think there was. Yeah, this is what I found about the Xbox Series version too. Is that it just tended to be too dark. I understand that the game is a bit dark on purpose, but when you just can't see anything, that is too dark.
Collateral damage or evidence disposal? signal must have come from somewhere else.
But the game is still remarkably clear. Considering I don't think this is a full 4K upscale. Or, I mean, even if it is a 4K container, I don't think the base resolution is 4K. At least it doesn't really appear to be so. But you are getting a much different lighting model. Oh, God, frame.
A hidden data storage. The encryption is too complex for my hacking tool. I'm taking it with me. Might be able to decode it later.
Oh, oops. Really? I'm taking it with me? Okay. Why am I not grabbing it then? There we go.
Cared about this stuff.
Yeah, I am actually kind of surprised that I do like this lighting. I do like the way this game is lit. I never would have expected that it would look so much different. And the frame rate isn't like completely tanked, which again, that does surprise me. I mean, we haven't gotten into a particularly taxing area yet. I mean, it's just the first room. But still, I do notice these things like this reflection here. Which isn't really that clear and present in the Xbox Series version. So yeah, very interesting.
So this is your apartment. Doesn't mean it's your body.
See, I think there was a clue here that I needed to see in order to solve the riddle. Yeah, here it is.
Printed on real paper. Bit archaic for you, Adam.
Built in 1984. Which I never found that novel to be particularly engaging. Though it is a classic. I just would not even choose that as a casual read, given the choice.
Bingo. There we go.
Ugh, such a hipster. Yeah, I mean, the image quality is at least in my opinion, just me looking at it with my set, it is much better. And again, I'm surprised. I really didn't think that this would look that much different than the Xbox Series version. I mean, they're largely identical machines. So, and a game that's kind of low spec like this, wouldn't have thought that the ray traced shadows and some of the ray traced lighting would make that much of an impact on the way the game looks. But it does look better. Synchrosine. Mine.
Collected. Synchrosine collected.
Okay, they know. Listen, I know you're a busy man and all, but we gotta talk now. I think they're onto me for real this time. I'm almost certain someone followed me home yesterday, and today I saw this weird guy outside my window. Oh, I wasn't there. Why you gotta call me weird? Just standing there. If you can't guarantee my safety, then I'm out. I've got no problems as it is. Complications. As far as our little mule goes, don't worry. I can manage her. She's not like us. She knows she's in over her head, and it clearly terrifies her. You can't expect too much from a simple mind. For now, just focus on your work and leave the human relations aspect of our project to me. For the time being, calm down and maintain focus. Eyes on the prize. Jay, glad you like the place. Or glad you like the piece. I think it captures the essence of what we're trying to accomplish. Downtown Inferno. Tragic accident or insurgent attack. Emergency services are still on the scene after an immense explosion tore a hole into what was once a serene business area of downtown Krakow. The blast is now thought to have originated at a Chiron Incorporated Research and Development Center. Hold on a second. Boy, it's getting chilly. Burning the log on fire. Oh. That's the only bad thing about wired devices. Sometimes you sit on the wire. But it also means I don't have to charge it. Much. I don't know. I don't know what's worse. Let's see. Although a joint search effort has been launched by the KPD and corporate personnel, the rescue team scouring the site are yet to find any survivors among the rubble. The exact number of casualties is yet to be calculated, but according to our sources, no high-ranking Chiron official was injured in the tragic event. As to what caused the explosion, early reports suggest a reactor malfunction, but a corporate executive who wishes to remain anonymous had his own ideas on the subject. We are not excluding anything at this point, but this has terrorists written all over it. It is precisely the sort of cruel and cowardly tactics the anti-Republican insurgents excel at. We'll have an official statement on the matter shortly. If the insurgents are indeed behind this vicious attack, their goals remain a mystery. The center conducted civilian research focused primarily on developing new and improved neural links and other consumer products. It seems that whatever third party was involved, their sole purpose was to wreak havoc and destruction, striking fear into the hearts of the public at large. When asked to comment, Police Inspector Robert Pakula gave a prompt and stern reply. Chiron executives have provided their full support in dealing with the situation. He then retreated to his squad car, clearly distraught by the events of the day. We'll bring you more as the story develops. Corrupted data. Open the gate.
I've deactivated the apartment security system, leaving the crime scene. This just doesn't feel right. You're still alive.
Remain in your apartments and await further instruction. sanctioned lockdown procedure. There is no need for concern. Remain in your apartments and wait for attention tenants. Sanctioned lockdown procedure. There is no need for concern.
Hey, you there. Come here, quick.
No, is it this one?
What is it?
What's up with the lockdown? Is it the phage? Was there an outbreak?
I don't know.
Too early to tell. I'm looking into it right now.
Looking into it? Are you out of your mind? We might all be infected.
You don't know that. Best thing we can do is stay calm and...
And let them come and slaughter us? I won't let them take me. I won't.
Yeah, and for these doors that are locked, you know, in a normal game or in a normal controller, I would just completely depress it, and you know, it would just indicate to me on the screen that it was locked. But on the PlayStation 5, if I try to depress it all the way, it actually will stop me from pushing all the way down. So interesting use of triggers. Or I should say there's a bit of resistance, and then the resistance stops. So that's my best way to describe it. But I definitely feel like I definitely feel like the idea is that you grab a door and then you turn it and then you hit a stopping point, and then probably as you depress it, then maybe the idea is that you're turning it the other way. I'm not really sure.
KPD, I need to ask you some questions.
Do you know what's going on? My holo projection got cut off. I can't get a signal.
The building is under lockdown. No external connection. Not much we can do.
Shit. Sounds serious. So, you wanted to ask me something?
Tenant 07.
Do you know who lives in apartment 7?
7? I didn't even know anyone lived there. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know when they're gonna fix the connection? Not that it's like super important to me or anything. I just need to know.
Might take some time.
I'm not sure if anyone even knows we've been locked in. It might take a while.
Oh, God. I mean, sure, that's fine. It's just, you know, the apartment feels very small all of a sudden. Kinda claustrophobic. Is it hot in here? I'm sweating something awful.
Just take a deep breath. It's gonna be fine.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I'm just gonna sit here and wait for them to fix it. Can you talk to me some more? It makes it kind of easier.
What can you tell me?
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, you know. Gorski the Giant was fighting Killer Cromer today. You an AMA fan?
Not really. Sounds like you are.
Of course I don't know who won since my projector went out. Why are my hands shaking?
Previous lockdowns.
You been living here long?
Oh, well, it must have been at least 7 or 8 years.
Ever had a lockdown before?
I don't think so. I don't remember my projector going off. Ever.
You're wasting my time.
Sorry, I don't have time for this.
Oh, okay. I understand. It's no problem. I'll just sit here, alone. God, I'm really starting to sweat like a pig.
Hang in there. KPD, I need to talk to you.
Get away from me, man. I got a piece on me, and I ain't afraid to use it.
No, you don't. Now calm down. I'm just looking for some answers.
Oh, I know how you get your answers. I got nothing to tell you.
Yeah, I am pleasantly surprised at how they've changed the look of this game from the series, from the Xbox Series version. I mean, they look quite a bit different, even though it's all the same geometry. The lighting model really does make a kind of an interesting difference.
KPD, I need to talk to you.
You broke it! No, you broke it! Nuh-uh!
Will you get these kids to shut up? I'm fucking talking here. Yeah, what's this about?
Tenant from 07?
Do you know the tenant in apartment 7?
Dad, Tommy's picking on me! Shut up, snitch!
I thought I told you to shut up. 7, huh? Nah, can't say that I know the guy.
Okay, so it's a guy.
Yeah, well, seen him once or twice. I might have a vague recollection.
Could you give me a vague description?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Police business.
Police business. Just answer the question, and I'll get out of your face.
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Why don't you knock on that door and see for yourself?
Can you describe him or not? I don't have time for games.
All right. Younger fellow, probably in his 20s.
Wow. Anything else?
Nah, I never really got a good look at him. Medium height, medium built. He was just kinda there, you know?
Shutting.
Is everything all right in there?
What? Oh, yeah. You know how kids are these days.
Do I?
Yeah, you gotta be strict with them, or they'll just walk all over you. Usually, I just sit them down in front of the projectors, keeps them nice and quiet. But the thing just went and died on cheap American crap.
Anything suspicious?
Have you seen anything suspicious around the building? Any strangers skulking around?
Nah, I don't pay much attention to the other tenants. Bunch of losers. A lot of.
You are so dumb! Not as dumb as you are! Nuh-uh! You're way dumber!
Shut the fuck up!
Not upstanding citizens like you.
You bet your ass. Good thing we'll be getting out of this dump soon.
Is that right?
Yep, I've been working my way up. I even filed for a status upgrade. Once that goes through, we'll be moving to a B-class district in no time.
Yeah? Good luck with that.
What? What do you want?
Got a minute, sir? KPD.
Oh God, they're here! The cleaners are here!
Yeah, I don't think this is like Metroid Prime where you have to scan every single line. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, I don't recall it being like that.
microzine, refilled.
Mm-hmm. Gonna hack it.
What might that be?
Power cable. Power cable.
Come to the door, please. Just want to talk.
Who are you? Did Chiron send you?
I'm with the KPD, if that's what you're asking.
Seriously? We haven't had a cop around these parts in... ever, I guess.
Well, you got one now.
Yeah, good luck. You're gonna fucking need it.
Janitor left the door open.
All right. Why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Observer System Redux on PlayStation 5. Well, what a pleasant surprise. I was not expecting this version to be significantly different than the Xbox Series version. Well, and it isn't as far as the geometry or the sound, or the the story, the fidelity. None of that is different. However, the lighting model and the reflections are significantly different because this version does feature ray tracing on ray trace reflections, and that does actually affect the way the game looks. Yeah, I would say if you happen to have both systems, then this is probably the better platform to play it on. Again, we haven't run into any of the more performance draining areas of the game, but the game is actually a fairly simple game. So I don't imagine that the frame rate is going to be drastically affected. Kind of hard to say though, but yeah, the opening areas are running at a high frame rate, and I wasn't really expecting that. I was expecting ray tracing to severely bog down the frame rate, and that doesn't appear to be the case with this game. So yeah, this might be another game that's on the pile of games that run better on PlayStation 5 for some strange reason. I would expect a patch for the Xbox Series version to maybe have, for feature set and vice versa. Maybe there's a 4K version that will be available for the PlayStation 5, and then you know, maybe there'll be a ray traced version available for the Xbox Series X. But for right now, yeah, if you have both, pick it up on this system. It does look better, and this game is all about style, maybe over substance, depending on who you ask. Yeah, it makes a difference as far as your experience and how you play it. So check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.